So if you're a photographer or videographer and you need to shoot something for someone, or you need to edit, or you just need to tap into your creative mind, your creative skills, and you just, yo bruh, can I please have one of that? Sure. Thanks. Sure. Frozen grapes. It's divine. I've never had it before. I'm 27 years old and it's the first time I had a frozen grape. I mean, what am I doing with my life, man? You know, where have I been anyway? Back to the point. And you're just not feeling it, man. You know? Do you think that's the best time for you to actually get creative? When you're not in the mood to be creative at all? I think not, eh? If you need to be creative and you start creating something but you're not in the mindset of being creative and you're not in the mood, then I think that's gonna reflect in what you are about to or are busy creating. I mean, I think so.
I was standing outside, waiting for you. You were always taking time, baby, playing it through. I was calling out your name, with my eyes on the wall. You were running like a ghost from me. You were running from it all. You got me waiting, I'm on fire. You got me waiting, my desire. Keep on moving to the purpose now, to the ending of the ocean.
Well, middle of the day, not the best lighting conditions. But it's funny how everything kind of works out, man. So I started this vlog on Sunday. I was talking about how you need to be in a creative space, in a creative mind, in a creative mood to create something good. It's Wednesday, got an off day, went to the sites, and it just all worked out, man. You know what I mean? Like every exhibition piece that you, or every piece that you saw there, had to be created by someone that was in a creative mood. I mean, do you think the pieces would have looked that spectacular if the guy wasn't in a creative mood? Maybe his creative mood is when he's angry, when he's pissed off, when he's sad, when he's in love. I don't know. But whatever it takes to get in your creative mood, you should get into that creative mood and then just create, right? Oof, I had to take my jacket off. Oh, they scored. Great. Anyway, I had to take my jacket off. I was getting hot, man. But so I asked a question on my WhatsApp status. I asked to create something. I don't remember the exact question, but I asked, like, to create something good, you have to be in a creative mood. And like a couple of people answered me. The one said, what if it's your job to be creative? What if you have to be creative every single day, man? And then you have to be, then you have to create when you're not in a creative mood. Now I understand that, and that's true, it's accurate. You have to create then when you are not in a creative mood. Let's say something happened the night before, like something personal, something in the family, and it's impossible for you to be creative the next day. Well, you're not going to be creative, but you are going to create something. But that piece of content or whatever you are creating is not going to be as creative as it could have been, you know, below standard, not as good as it should be. And then another person was saying, well, when you're not creative, you can still write down ideas and things like that. Like, okay, write down ideas is probably the only thing he said, but come up with ideas or write down ideas, more or less the same thing. So I said, well, yeah, you're not really being creative. You're not creating anything in that space. You know, when you are writing down your ideas, you're not being creative. You're writing down ideas so that when you are in a creative mood, then you can execute and you can create those things. So those were a couple of like the interactions that I got on the topic, but I really want to have this conversation, man, because the full-time YouTubers have to create every single day, and I'm just thinking of how do you overcome creators block, you know? How do you create something when you are just not in the mood that day to create something? One solution I thought of was like, if you need to create something and you are not in your creative mood, think of the most boring thing that you can do. And then do that and just keep doing it until it changes, until your feeling changes, until your mood changes. Because if you're doing something boring, it doesn't last very long, you know, and hopefully you get into your creative mood soon after that. Yeah, so what do you think? Do you have to be in a creative mood in order to create something, or can you create something just anytime, no matter how you're feeling? What do you think of this wide lens, man? Anyway, I'm at Hartleyvale now, again. I actually got a video of Hartleyvale on my other channel, but I'm here shooting a friend of mine who's playing hockey. So yeah, let's actually just get to that. Okay, so to conclude the video, I brought my friend Chislin Gardner. Show them your Instagram tag. Just make so. Huh? Oh yeah, that's his Instagram tag. You can follow him if you want to. I do suggest you do. Anyway, so I brought him here to help answer the question. And the question is, can you create something outside of your creative mood? Or do you have to be in a creative mood to create something good? What do you think, first of all?
I think that there's a limit to which your creativity can flow when you're not in the mood of being creative. It's just like anything. Let's take it back to your video that you published a few months ago. You have one job.
Yeah.
I think this relates quite a lot to that thing of when you do something, do it right.
Yes.
And doing something right,
you need to be in the mood to do it properly.
There needs to be some motivation. There needs to be some hunger. There needs to be,
especially.
There needs to be an urge or a desire.
Exactly, because if you have the desire, then your brain goes into a mode.
Yes.
To create.
Because you need energy to think, to allow your brain waves to go beyond something simple.
Exactly. So to have a practical look, I'm talking about this because this actually happened to me. We have to finish up. I'm always running out of battery. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah. Anyway, so look, this happened to me, man. That's why I'm talking about it. So we're gonna look at two videos. One video I made where I was not list to make it, and then I recreated that exact same video the very next day when I actually felt like creating something. This is the first video.
Mom wrote me a story for my 18th birthday, and for me it signifies that story as well.
Having patiently waited to unfold from a dark cocoon and have the full light of the sun shine upon her, could it be that from a tiny seed such beauty, such life, such joy could unfold? She was glad to be here, glad to be alive. Drinking in the beauty surrounding her, she smiled, becoming aware of the brevity of life and the looming distant change that she would courageously embrace. My name is Chloe, and this is my tattoo.
So that was that video, and that video I made when I was not in the mood to be creative. It was alright. I write the beat.
Yeah.
I write the stories. I get a tattoo. So now we're gonna look at the second one.
Yeah.
We're gonna look at the second video. You're gonna see it. We're gonna watch it, and then you can kind of see the difference. Okay. So this is Chloe's tattoo, revision 2.
Mom wrote me a story for my 18th birthday, and for me it signifies that story as well.
Having patiently waited to unfold from a dark cocoon and have the full light of the sun shine upon her, could it be that from a tiny seed such beauty, such life, such joy could unfold? She was glad to be here, glad to be alive. Drinking in the beauty surrounding her, she smiled, becoming aware of the brevity of life and the looming distant change that she would courageously embrace. My name is Chloe, and this is my tattoo.
So first of the bat, what I can say is that there's a lot more attention to detail, and a lot more. If you had to compare the two,
Yeah.
the one is getting a job done, and the one is putting pride into getting a job done.
And that is it. That's exactly it, bruh. Because in that previous video we were talking about, I talk about being proud of your work.
Yes.
Because everything you do nowadays, especially because it's online, is your life's work.
Yes.
And it's easily accessible
Something
by
you have
people.
to be happy about putting out there.
And you must be proud of it, yeah. So yeah, so we're not saying that what we are saying is correct. We want to have a conversation. That's an opinion from my side. He tends to agree. So we're putting it over to you guys. Do you have to be in a creative mood to create something great, or can you create outside of your creative mood?
Yes, I would like to conclude. There is definitely, just to reiterate, there is definitely a possibility of creating outside of your creative mood. But what Heinrich is trying to say here is that you have a high potential producing something better when you're in that mood of creating something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, you can get in the comments, answer us, you can argue with us, we don't mind. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you didn't like. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
Keep on moving to the promised land, to the ending of the ocean.
Cute.
Like a little smile and a what
right
happening there.
Is it finished?